Hi everybody, welcome back to the Baldur's Gate Let's Play with me, Spaceface. I don't remember from last time, but we've just entered the bandit camp. Also, I was able to adjust down my reputation. I did that off camera. We just did a bunch of really simple pickpockets. It seems like it was a bug with the game. I don't know if you remember, the reputation wasn't decreasing when I was doing it in the Friendly Armin, but after I quit the game and restarted, I was able to. So each failed pickpocket dropped me by 1. So I just did that a couple of times, and now we don't have to worry about Viconia leaving us as we complete the main quest, which is what we're here to do. So let's begin by scouting out the sides of the map. Now I'm pretty sure this is quite a big map. Yeah, it's quite a big map. But I don't actually think there's a huge amount to do. It's a main story area, so you've got we've got the bandit camp here, which is what we'll be doing. So there's going to be a lot of combat there, lots of things to fight. But in terms of side stuff, I don't think there's all that much. I did also rest before starting this, so we're at a full complement of spells and hit points. There's some zombies there. I did, however, forget to buy any kind of bullets. I forgot to check if light crossbows are a thing. Just kite these guys around.
Yes, a simple task.
My blade will cut you down to size. For sure!
Yeah, I did forget to once again do anything about ammunition, ranged weaponry, and so on and so forth, as I always do. So, in fact, that really should be the next thing that I do after this area is complete.
Among us whom I can respect.
Is investigate ranged wizardy weaponry. I'm not really taking much of a sane path here. I'm just kind of walking around where I can, freewheeling it, just looking for this bandit camp, which is around here somewhere. It's pretty obvious once you see it. It's a big... here it is. Yeah, so there's lots of bandits. But as we approach them, if they're only showing up on the screen one at a time, then we're not gonna have that many problems with them. To the point where these guys were named, I didn't even realize.
A simple task.
Camaraderie, adventure, viewpoint, gold plate, and
this was the main
packing
dude.
steel.
Yeah, shield, warhammer, and full plate armor, and some potions. Let's see what else is around. Nothing great. Nothing great. Yeah, okay. I thought the others would have
Where to now?
have more on them than that. So, Khalid is wearing plate mail, not full plate, so we can go ahead and give him that, and he should... Yeah, look at that, -4 AC, nice. I think Jaheira can... Oh, Jaheira's already wearing plate. So, no big deal there. Oh, actually, we can give this last plate to... Oh, Dino can't wear it. Why not? Not useful. Oh, it's because of the strength requirement. So that's to go on Dino later. We'll arrow, medium shield. Let's put them on my main character. And
Let's
identify.
talk more fight.
Medium shield +1. Hammer +1. So we definitely want to look at giving those to an escalator. Can she wear a medium shield? Is there a benefit? Doesn't seem like there is. What's the benefit of a small shield? AC +2, no protection against missile attacks. AC +2, so this does give protection against missile attacks, so we do in fact want that. We also want to level up Jahira. Club, spear, kind of regret giving her that point, but never mind. So nothing, few hit points and some spells. So, spells wise, we're definitely going to want slow poison, sadly. We're probably going to end up with 4 slow poisons. We've never actually ended up using Charm Person or Mammal because we use sleep, so we may as well jump the gun and put slow poison in all 4 slots. And her level 3 spells, like Dispel Magic, is pretty much 100% what we want all of the time. We've already got it on Viconia, but it's good enough that we'll want loads of casts of it.
What now, I wonder?
So, let's
You're
do
I've
a
done
little
had enough of this.
thieving. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Finally, all those lock-picking points come in useful. Now, I thought there were going to be more bandits around than there have been, but I guess we came in through quite an unorthodox route. Usually you come in from, well, when I've come in before, certainly I've come in from the left-hand side. But also I might just be remembering things as much harder.
Where to now? Done and done. Yes?
My blade. For sure! What you want? I've done had enough of this.
Range.
What now, I wonder?
We're going to drop a sleep spell here.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Yeah, I can't remember it being more than like 6 to 10. I thought there were like packs of bandits. I mean, I guess because it is story-like stuff,
Cut you down to size.
it's designed for a smaller, for a tighter level. I meant to tell you about Peter. There's a point where we're probably going to drop a heal on him.
Yes?
Let's use our main character heal on him.
Nature's servant
Jahira.
awaits.
Put a heal on him as well.
Go for the eyes, fool. Go for the eyes.
So I tell you what, we'll actually sweep through this camp in a minute. Let's go ahead and enter the main room. We're going to swap that out for Dispel Magic.
Of course.
Dispel Magic is quickly going to become probably our most useful spell when fighting wizards. We've already got silence in there.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
Jahira
Yes?
doesn't have Dispel Magic memorized at the moment. So
You've a task?
let's quickly heal up Inouen.
Ulsa.
Now I wonder.
Put another heal on this. That's better.
Where
So,
to now?
a bit more comfortable now. Let's head in.
A simple task. Sorry, friend, but you've got a date down under.
So there's a mage, there's a bunch of people. So let's just see what we can get done. First thing we're going to do is try and drop a sleep
Yes?
and a silence at the same time.
figure.
In fact, we want to drop Dispel Magic. Really wish we'd got that. I'm gonna reload. Because if there's one thing I hate about this game, it's the whole, running around in fear nonsense.
Sorry, friend, but you've got a date down under.
So, let's try.
What now, I wonder? Where
First
to
of all, set everybody to attack this dude.
You're a
We're
queer
gonna
fellow.
switch Imoen over to Arrows of Biting. And get her to attack the
Dreadfully
mage.
sorry, but I'm afraid
Jean
I'm gonna have to
Calais.
kill you.
She's gonna cast Silence on the mage.
Yes.
And we're gonna cast a sleep spell here.
My blade will cut you down to size.
So, that worked a lot better. Silence worked, so the mage is just attacking with nothing. The arrow interrupts his first spell cast,
What
and
now, I wonder?
we've got one guy down, one guy asleep. So now we'll take on the mage with just these two. What's he doing?
Where to now?
Mage should drop pretty quickly now. Okay. Last guy. There we are.
Done and done.
Nice. That went
Yes.
a lot smoother the second time around. So, do a quick save.
A simple task.
Get a robe, some scrolls. Nothing super useful. Some gold and a shitty ring. A bow. So I'm hoping that it's just the bow, but I'm not that hopeful. And on this guy, some arrows. No note. Okay. Right, let's identify. I really hope she can use that, but I don't think she can. No. Not usable by thief, so it might be worth putting a single point into fire or something later. Identify. Spell Thrust. Dispel all of the spell protections of 5th level and lower. That's quite nice. Oops. Let's go to Imoen. There we go. Yeah, I'd really like her to be able to use the longbow. So it might be worth taking a
What
level
now, I
of
wonder?
fighter or something.
What you want? I've
Time.
done had enough of this.
Loot this room. Nice. 410 gold. That goes a long way. Nice. More gold. And potion of magic blocking. That's quite nice. Okay.
Where to
Let's
now?
talk to this dude.
And done.
Troubled times are upon us.
Is it time then? Is it time for what? My execution. What do you think? You're not with him, are you, though? No, I'd smell his rancid breath on you if you were. If you were. You're right. We're not Tazok's lackeys. What's going on here? Ah, you're not. Well, this whole place is dirty to the core. These aren't your ordinary bandits. They're part Black Talon, part Chill. Chill being demi-humans, mostly hobgoblins. There are others elsewhere like that. Priest Mullahay sent to poison the mines in Ashkel. Set himself up as a kobold god returned, and legions of the brainless barking fools believed him. Mullahay's dead. Yeah, we killed him. Crush and Torgor's co-sound leader with the Black Talons both think he's getting orders from the Zents, and Tazok doesn't do much to discourage that line of thinking. The Black Talons and the Chill are bandit groups. They ply the trade routes, and that's where they go wrong. I'm from the gate, and I can tell you dead as leather that the Zentarim aren't behind this. Desire for silence isn't the only reason I wear soft sole boots. I wear them so I can tell whose toes I'm treading on. I didn't mess with those in interim. I picked my enemies and I messed with one group only, the Iron Throne. Tazok's been making regular visits to the Cloakwood, so that's where I'd start if I were you. There are some documents in that chest, might be worth taking a look at. Cool. So, next step, the Cloakwood. Oh my god. I knew that was going to happen. That's why I quick saved right
This
before.
way.
Alright, anyone detect traps?
Yes. Well, of course. Yeah.
What you want?
There we go.
I've done had enough of this.
Splendid.
What? Done and
Like I said, traps. Super dumb. Nice, 2,000 gold. Some braces, some scrolls. What are the gauntlets? +1 to hit, +2 damage. I think we will put those on our boy over here. We're gonna start dumping these scrolls into the scroll case. Free up some room.
Choose your friends wisely.
Mullahay and Tazok have proven to be nothing more than puppets. The true master of this unfolding mystery continues to elude you. One thing is certain. Someone has taken a very personal interest in seeking your death. Though why, you are not sure. Your search for answers continues, and the foreboding Cloakwood Forest is your next target.
There we go, so that's the next little bit of the story. And let's open up these letters. Tazok, I hope that everything moves along smoothly. I've written to give you instructions from our superiors. I've been told that a small band of mercenaries might cause the Iron Throne some trouble in the future. You are to ensure that they don't live to upset our operations. Obtain the services of the assassin Nimble. He should serve you well. That's from Daveron. And this one. Tazok, I've noticed that your shipments of iron have slowed as of late. It's imperative that we receive another ton of ore. Step up your raids and get a shipment to our base in Cloakwood within the next week. We need to stockpile as much ore as possible before our ultimatum is given. Also, Saravok wants to know what has happened with the band of mercenaries. Have they been killed? You had better ensure that they have been, as Saravok will not take kindly to any other news. Daveon. So, Saravok's name finally comes up. We've been dancing around him for a while now.
where to now?
I think I've mentioned him a few
Of
times.
course. Yeah.
I won't spoil any more than that. So there was
Yep,
another
I'm
lock
gone.
chest over here, which we didn't deal with, wasn't there? Go. Golden potion. Golden sword.
Yes. Done and done.
So the bandit camp was pretty easily dealt with.
I care not. I am gone.
So our next step is the Cloakwood. And the Cloakwood is where we will be dealing a lot with poison.
What now? I want a simple task.
You're a this way.
Which is really irritating. Like, poison is right up there with traps on my list of things that I hate. All of this and figure out what this ring is. Iron Thorn. Changes the wearer's appearance to that of a zombie. Charisma -4. Pretty cool.
Where to now? Done and done.
I don't actually know anybody who plays, or who has played through the Baldur's Gate games, who ever equipped anything
Go for the eyes.
without
Go
identifying it,
for the
unless
eyes.
they've 100% knew what it was.
Yes.
Like, there are a few things that you
What now, I wonder?
like you learn the place of them. You know, you learn they're always in the same place.
Really not interesting.
Like the ring of from way back, like episode 2. The ones that I'm still actually on.
Of course. Yeah.
So there's a few things that you learn the placement of.
What
But
you
I don't
want?
know anybody who
This way.
was just like, I don't know what this does, I'll put it on. Because there aren't that many cursed items, but they're usually bad enough that you don't want to put them on by accident. Oh, yeah, it's the
My
leader of the
blade
children.
will cut you down to size. My blade will cut you down to size.
Done and
Get him, boys. So in clearing out the bandit camp, we've actually taken out the leaders of both groups of bandits as well, which doesn't really get mentioned. Like, it gets mentioned in passing, but you have to kind of
Yep.
read who people are.
I'm gone.
So we've actually done a pretty good service
yes. A simple task.
to the Sword Coast.
I care not. I've done had enough of this.
On top, I mean, like, everything that we're doing is incredibly good, isn't it? There's no negative of what we're doing. It seems like Imoen has a pretty high lore value. Let's give these potions over to something else.
What now, I wonder? A simple task. Where to now?
Sleep. Not necessary. That was my last sleep spell. That was my last level 1 spell.
Time for a bit of the rough and
Everything
tumble.
as we go.
A simple task.
Okay.
You're a queer. This way.
Just a quick save in case any of these are trapped. I don't know if you spotted our gold total last time I opened up the inventory, but we're back up at 20,000 gold nearly already.
What now, I wonder? Done and done. Done and done.
Which is nuts considering
You be
that it was not long ago we spent everything.
A simple
it's,
task.
What you want? I've done had enough of
Legendary.
this.
The amount of time it took us in the first place to get to 20,000 gold is not representative of the amount of time it took us the second time. Quick save. Just some swords.
Where to now? Done and done. Of course, yeah.
Right, that pretty much covers it for this this area. Actually, I think we'll carry on, just quickly uncover everything before we move on. I've completely lost track of the time. I have no idea where we are in terms of episode length, because I know we ran over on the last one, but I will finish out this. Finish out this map before we end the episode. Let's just see if there's any travel. So there's nothing travel northwise.
Done and done.
And then we'll check this one as well, just to see if it unlocks any new areas. No, nothing.
Done and done.
On the world map, this area is the Cloakwood. So you can see that's the first area of the Cloakwood there. So, we kind of want to do down here. So, yeah. May as well. Like, I don't really like leaving dark areas up on the map, so we'll head over here and clear it out. Just clear off as much of this fog as we can. Better, isn't it? See some of that nice artwork. Like, zooming out, you do appreciate how nicely it's all drawn. I know I go on and on and on at this, but the Infinity Engine games really were like incredibly good to look at, and I think that's part of the reason why they're still so fondly remembered. You know, graphically they do hold up. Like you see this like with a lot of classic games. Anything that's 2D hand drawn, like the resolution might be low, but the artwork holds up. Whereas if you go back and look at games from when 3D was first becoming popular, things like the PS1 sort of first generation of 3D games, they look really bad. Like if you look at Final Fantasy VII, that was super advanced and great looking for its time, but the graphics on it do not hold up. And Final Fantasy VII was a high budget, really good looking game. There are plenty of games from around that time that don't look anywhere near as good as Final Fantasy VII. And like I say, that style of artwork just doesn't hold up because it was so technology based and the technology has moved on. But anyway, slight diversion there. Sorry if I've offended any Final Fantasy fans. Oh, what's that? It's a bear.
Jean Carlos, no.
Okay, done and done.
So, journal-wise, we are now in Chapter 4. The investigation of the bandit camp has directed me to Cloakwood. It appears there's a competing iron mine. So, in case you haven't been keeping up with the story, there's the iron shortage. All the iron seems to be like poisoned and totally shitty. When we investigated the Nashkel mines, it turned out that somebody had been installed there to poison the iron as it leaves the mine, so it's all coming out. And it's not lasting. We tracked the orders to the Nashkel mines back to Beregost, where we found a wizard who we killed. We found out that he had been working with the bandits and the Chill, who were... So it's a two-pronged attack. Partly they were raiding caravans, bringing iron, and the Nashkel mines were being shut down by sabotage. We've just dealt with the bandit camp and found out that there is a competing mine in the Cloakwood, and that other iron shipments and deliveries are coming through Cloakwood. And that is where we will find Tazog. So, let's do a little bit of travel, and we'll come back for Larswood and this area once we've dealt with Cloakwood. I really want to get us a little bit of progress on the main story, because I'm a bit conscious that the past few episodes we've been kind of bumbling around off in the wilderness, just kind of leveling up and getting not very much done. So we'll narrow our focus and do a little bit of story, of main story. Like I say, after Cloakwood, what we'll probably do is gain entry to Baldur's Gate, and then head off to Orgoth's Beard and start doing some of the Tales of the Sword Coast content. So first things first. First things first. Unlock the area, and then actually what I'm going to do is go into the Friendly Army, because the thing that I said I was going to do, and I have actually remembered, is have a look and see whether light crossbows are a thing for wizards, for sorcerers rather. And if so, buy one, and if not, buy a shitload more bullets. So let's wander on down here and get into the friendly arming. While we're travelling, we don't continue to travel in the inventory screen. That longbow +2, I do desperately want to give that to Imowen, because she's our ranged character, our only ranged character.
Oh,
So I'll need
there,
to check
wanderer.
the
Stay
elements
thy
again.
course a moment to indulge an old man.
Well met, I trust you well. I've heard many things about you in the past few days, and I'm most impressed. What have you heard? All good things, I hope? That would depend upon whom thou would ask now, wouldn't it? For the most part, it would appear that thine actions are well-intentioned, and are therefore received as such. Much is as I would have done, but perhaps not using the same method. Likely the clues also point thee in the same direction I would go. So, really irritating thing about Baldur's Gate, Elminster specifically, but it comes up all over the place. It drops in and out of ye olde talk a lot. Like, some of these passages are quite hard to read with with the way that they're written. And it's the biggest thing is that it's not consistent. You don't ever get into like a Baldur's Gate voice in your head because it chops and changes so much. Anyway, I'm certain of where I must go, but perhaps I'll confer with you just to be sure, as you've no doubt attempted. So the story recap, in case I hadn't already done one. The clues point to Cloakwood. 'Tis likely that the scoundrels behind the bandits have some sort of base within the wood. I'm only telling you things you already know. Good luck on your travels. Be wary as well, for thou art making powerful enemies, both here and within thyself. I'm sorry I can't speak more plainly on this matter, but events must unfold as they will. And
What
dialogue.
now, I wonder?
And then he
Of
wanders
course,
off into the shadows.
you.
You must gather your party before venturing
Don't
forth.
So let's find out about crossbows.
Please, seat yourselves wherever you wish.
My inn is open to all who behave themselves.
Let's see. No, light crossbows, not usable by... oh wait, not usable by cleric, druid, mage, monk, shaman. Requires 8 strength. That's weird, I can't use it. Bit irritating. Oh well, let's buy a boatload more missiles. Buy 12 missiles. We're going to sell the gem and the horror scroll, we're going to need that. We're going to sell the iron thorn. Funny as it is to turn a party member into a zombie, we're not going to get any use out of it realistically. Sell all of that. We don't need the small shield or the plate mail. Potions we can do without. Grease spell we can do without. Potion. What's heroism do? 10% Thaco. Eh. Potion of magic blocking. Immune to spells 5th and below. So that can be really useful and we'll hang on to. Potion of fire breath. Oil of fiery burning and oil of speed are not so useful. That's such a good bow look. +3 to hit, +2 damage. Efficiency longbow. Not usable by thief, but should be usable by fighter thief. So it's really tempting to take one level of fighter, just to give her the ability to use that longbow. Okay.
Where to now? Of
It's
course.
been
You know what, while we're
dreadful
here,
business
let's
lately.
spend the night. Like I say, I have kind of completely lost track of the time, so
Good on
I
you,
don't
if you
know.
say so.
Gather your party before
I
venturing
don't know
forth.
where we are in
Of
terms of
course.
this episode,
Yeah.
whether we've run long or whether this is a particularly short one. But I'm going to end the episode here, and next time we will pick things up in the Cloakwood.
Yes.
Let's make sure I equalize. Yeah, we'll pick things up in the Cloakwood and carry on with our main story progression. So
What
thank you all for
now, I
watching,
wonder?
and I will see you in the next one.